Mm-mm. Oh, hey, good morning, everybody. How are you all today? Bear with me 1 second. I do want to double check one thing real quickly. It's so much better to check one thing than 30, right? Or 40 or 50. That's it. I just want to get my new microphone out. There we go. There we go. Don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Got that at Hobby Lobby. I like it. Hope you do too. Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome to The Shocking Truth as I See It today. I've got some things here to discuss with you. Don't go anywhere. I was just working on the 2,000 questions about me for future generations of descendants to come to learn about me. And I got stuck on question 466, and I jumped ahead 467, 468, but I need your help right now, okay? I want to know what you would pick with this question. If you could ever take a street sign or sign from anywhere, what sign would you take? Just tell me in the comments, type that out. If you could ever take a street sign or sign from anywhere, you were allowed to, you're not stealing it, what sign would you want? Be interested to hear that and what you think about that and what signs are of interest to you. Look, Chris and Katie Proudfoot, um, the recent interview, right? We all saw that interview. At least most of us saw it, right? And I copied this little clip here from a viewer named Beautiful Sunflower. I don't know if she's watching my channel or not, but she did post this out here and I ran across it. She writes at B Sunflower 77 writes, Chris Proudfoot is there next to Katie like a husband should be, right? He is her protector and they are both wanting Sebastain back. Yeah, it's not too hard to believe. We might not like what we think we see or what we hear, but the question is, what is the truth? What is the shocking truth as you see it? Because today, March 18th, this is the shocking truth as I see it. Hello, serious people, and those of you who need a little of this and a little of that. I am SubaruSteve Montgomery. I'm going to turn my chair here a little bit, and today I will be talking about the Proudfoots being innocent. Yeah, I believe right now, based on what I've typed here, that these two people are innocent. Now, I've gone online before and said they're guilty. How dare you? How dare you? How dare us? How dare you? Right? But today I want to look at it as if, and for all intents and purposes, right now, they are innocent. Right? So forget the until proven guilty. We don't need to look at them as suspect. Law enforcement does that. Those of us online, YouTube content creators, are doing nothing more than providing entertainment to you. Isn't that sad? You know what I didn't talk about? I didn't say his name. Shame on me. Shame on us. Pointing fingers at everybody, but yet not saying the name of Sebastain Wayne Drake Rogers. Sebastain Rogers, missing autistic teenager out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. Last week, and I hope you'll look it up, I talked about the actual reward because I started thinking there was $397,000 reward money being offered. And then when I dug into that, I'm just going to capsulate this real short for you. The FBI has an actual, factual $50,000 reward being offered. Okay. The other $347,000 are alleged. All right. And I dug into that last week. I hope you'll go back and look at it. Just look up SubaruSteve, Sebastain Rogers reward. I have questions with the company known as At Night. I don't know who they are anymore. I invite you, before you tell me who they are, look them up online, do the research, tell me where they are and who they are and their phone number and their fake New York City address. But anyway, Sebastain Wayne Drake Rogers, folks, that's what this is all about. I hope you'll stick with me as I continue to share this with you. But first, your quote of the day, right? No child's face is dirty, even if it is muddy, because an innocent face has so much light, that anything comes on it becomes almost invisible. Yeah, my children's face when they were little, I have a 7-year-old grandson. If he's got stuff all over his face, I don't see it that way. It becomes almost invisible because of the light of the innocence in my grandson, my children, Sebastain Rogers. Who said that? I hope I don't do injustice to his name. An amazing Turkish playwright, novelist, and thinker named Mehmet Murat İlden. And again, I love it. No child's face is dirty, even if it is muddy, because an innocent face has so much light that anything comes on it becomes almost invisible. Yeah. So now in my world of possibilities that indeed exist, because I think about all the different angles. I grew up thinking the grass was always greener on the other side of the fence until I got on the other side of the fence. And you know what I discovered? The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. So in my world of possibilities that indeed exist, I was said earlier this morning to open my mind that what if Chris and Katie are truly innocent? That it will be impossible to prove them guilty because there is no guilt when it comes to them, other than being scrutinized by we, the internet. I wonder, why did they wait a full year before doing interviews, releasing videos and photos of Sebastain and family? I first thought, and I've heard others online say, that they believe it was a year of planning, practicing, and pursuing a malicious relationship with each other, ensuring that this marriage never falls apart or fails due to its secrets, right? Secrets. We tell my grandchildren and my family now, we use this line when it comes to secrets. We have no secrets. We're family. We share the truth and help each other as family with the truth, not on how to lie. So again, if Chris and Katie are innocent, their family members who believe in their innocence are innocent too. So why are we casting rocks at them? Why are we throwing stones at them? I try to see the other side, as it were. What if they are really innocent? I mean, can any of you with children, right now, any of you with children, can you imagine walking into your teenager's room to find that he or she has vanished into the darkness of the night? What would you do? Think about that for a second. What would you do? And does that make it the only right thing to do because you would do that this way or that way? We should all be very careful throwing rocks inside glass houses, right? Going out in the morning, as Katie has claimed, to search for him in the neighborhood. The morning that she discovered him missing at 6:30 in the morning. Waking up, can you imagine you walk into your teenager's room and they're not there? And their stuff that you know they would normally keep is still there. What would you do? A panicking mom, not sure what to do other than go outside and look. I can believe that she woke up, found him missing, didn't bother to call Chris at that moment because she opened the front door to look out. Are you out there, son? And then what? Walked out into the yard. He's not in the house. Are you out here? Getting in her car, driving around the neighborhood, all that. I can get it. I see that. I can believe that. And then get confused, scared, and unsure of what is actually happening. What do? You call your significant other, your spouse, to let them know and get their advice and their support. That's what they do. That's what we do. We who have spouses, we who have relationships, we provide support. Like Sunflower said, Chris is there next to Katie like a husband should be. He is her protector. They are both wanting Sebastain back home. Of course they are. They want this nightmare over. They haven't given up. They didn't go a whole year with releasing very limited information before now opening up the floodgate of photos and videos and interviews that are now going to be forthcoming. I'm glad of that. I almost think that maybe law enforcement told them to wait a year before they do anything. Let law enforcement do their best. Maybe now they're thinking, you know what? We have nothing to lose. We have to find our son. Send the photos out. Share the information with the world so that we can become a positive force for Sebastain Rogers, for the Proudfoots, for the Bowersocks, for Seth Rogers, for good, for positive. My best friend has a child with Down syndrome, not autism. Their daughter now is 40 years old plus, still living at home with her mother and father. She's been a challenge that they both have endured, and they to this day still love her very much. Right? They have never entertained the idea of giving her up for any reason. So to me, it has to be even harder to lose a young teenage child, daughter or son. And if Sunday, let me ask you this, if Sunday, the Sunday fun day that we all look at and see, the Texas Roadhouse that Sebastain and Katie shared, again, I ask, what if that was their normal weekend outing for the two of them? Have we looked at prior weekends and where they've gone or what they've done? Did they just sit at home every weekend all by themselves? Come on, people. Ask yourself, what if they did a bowling, lunch, shopping, dinner, and home every 2 weeks? Or even if it was just a monthly outing? What if that was normal? What if they're not thinking about telling you, oh, yeah, we used to go out once a month or we go out every 2 weeks? You know what? They're not thinking right. They're thinking, where is my son? I challenge you, the viewer. This is going to be hard for those of you who have already convicted them in the online media frenzy that's happening out here right now. I challenge you, though, to try and think of other reasons that they may truly be innocent. Okay? Think of them. They're there. If you're going to use all your brain input to point fingers at them, why not use your brain input to provide good, positive help to them? Not hiding any crime or doing anything malicious or nefarious or wrong, but trying to do good, positive things. Kind of what I'm doing for Sebastain. Each week, I could go left or right. This is the reason I'm doing this on Tuesdays. Not my YouTube channel, not fame or fortune. I don't get paid for what I do on YouTube. I don't make any money. I haven't gotten a cent off of YouTube or any online media. And those of you who follow me know I give money away. Yeah, it might only be $25 or $20 here and there, but it's my way of giving back, of doing something good and positive, hoping you'll listen. Regarding Sebastain, every Tuesday that you'll join me on Tuesdays as we keep pondering and thinking, one day you might just discover the one missing link that helps us find out where Sebastain is. He's somewhere. I believe he's somewhere. Indeed. Try and think of other reasons that they may truly be innocent. Instead of casting stones, let's start casting life rings to those who may be drowning. You know, we hear about cruise ships, people going overboard. They take the whole cruise ship and turn it all the way around and come back in a circle. It takes a lot of time and energy to try and hope to find somebody that's fallen off board. The first thing they do when they say man overboard is they throw these orange life rings out into the ocean. They probably throw out everyone they can find, hoping that whoever might be in the water is swimming and grabs onto one, right? Are they floundering around in the water, not knowing which way to go, not knowing me joking about his hat and the word live under it or live, and then finding out it means lucky live? Such an innocent thing, and yet I tried to cast stones at it. Shame on me. You internet creators, content creators, YouTubers, whatever you want to call yourself, that are following this and seeing me right now. Shame on you. Shame on you for pointing fingers at people if that's what you're doing. We should be pointing fingers of innocence at everybody. Let law enforcement tell us what's wrong and find the guilty. And as for Chris, okay, let's talk about Chris for a second. Yeah, he's been married 5 times. You know what? I know other people that have been married 2 and 3, 4 times. Maybe she's the right one. Maybe it took the 5th one for him to finally find the woman he loves. I mean, why else would he go through all this for a whole year? It'd be much easier. Somebody said, oh, he went out on a date 2 weeks earlier because of Bumble. Yeah, he's not that stupid. Come on. He's not going out on dates where anybody could get a picture of him. Come on. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. We've seen photos of Chris where he's smiling with Sebastain. He's bought pets for him, okay? Oh, everybody said, well, they got rid of them all. Well, they can't find their son. He's bought pets for Sebastain. He's helped him with riding a bike. Playfully splashed him with a water hose, okay? Oh, he sprayed him with a water hose. Come on, I've been a child. I'm sure my mom or dad splashed me with a water hose when I was a young child. from what I've heard, Sebastain likes the water, swimming pool water, which can go into the pool from a water hose, which means a young kid who likes swimming pool water that comes from a water hose may like getting splashed with a water hose when dad's out there washing the car, right? Or truck or RV, whatever. Gone out on outings. Chris has gone out on outings with Katie and their son, right? How can any of us who have not walked in their shoes even begin to try and imagine what it may be like to have such a child vanish? You know, this isn't on my notes. I'm going to put this out here real quick. My oldest grandson lived with us as a teenager. Wonderful child. Graduated high school with honors, great full-time job. But as a teenager, he had struggles, as all teenagers do. And living with his grandparents, he ran away. He left. What was the first thing we do? Did we call the police? No. Did we know he ran away? Not really. We didn't know where he was. He wasn't home. What did we do? We called family members to see if he was with them. We walked around where we lived to see, is he outside? We got in our car and we drove the neighborhood and surrounding areas where we thought he might hang out, not knowing where he was. And then sometime during the day, because this was years ago, I'm sure we contacted law enforcement to file a report. And what are the first thing they say? Has he been gone 24 hours? You know, most kids run away. Most kids have friends. Most kids go hang out 24 hours. That was a nightmare. I was living in a nightmare. I loved that boy. I still do. Now that he's a young man, I love him even more. I have a 7-year-old grandson coming up. I've heard Chris say Sebastain is his son. Not to take anything away from Seth, okay? Seth Rogers, the biological dad, loves him very much. And Seth, Sebastain is your son, okay? But Chris is a stepfather. I have a stepdaughter and a biological daughter. They're both my daughters, right? I don't call my stepdaughter my stepdaughter. She's my daughter. I love her. I've been with her since she was 1 year old, okay? Sebastain is his son. Chris has said that. I've heard him say that on earlier interviews. Again, a statement that an innocent man, an innocent stepfather might say. Fact is, this case is still open, like my desktop is right now, right? And with interviews being done, people talking, and questions being asked, things are going to happen, right? This case remains open and under investigation, and until we have all the evidence to convict in a court of law, to convict the guilty, then we need to spend our time focusing on innocence. Just imagine if we all spent all of our energy to prove that they are innocent instead of speculating on their guilt. I get it. Most of you are watching from the sidelines. I was for the longest time. And I thank you that says, SubaruSteve, do some more crime stuff. That's the kind of stuff I need to keep hearing. Thank those of you who like, comment, and share anything related to this case. Rumor mill or not, we, the internet, we are making a difference. Just continue to watch and see, or better yet, do something positive and good to help find this young man, even if it's validating that the reward is really up to $397,000. The problem with At Night over there, At Night Intelligence is actively supporting the search. I can't find any real stuff on them. Go look him up. Do the research. Go down the rabbit hole of who is At Night Private Intelligence Agency. They're a shell company, folks. Look into it. Do the research. Folks, here's the last random fact of the day, and I'm giving you last week's again due to the shocking truth as seen by Google AI, okay? In the United States, approximately, get your head around this, folks, in the United States, approximately 2,300 children go missing every day. In the United States, we got 52 states. What is 52 divided by 2,300? Was it 51, 53? I don't know anymore. What am I talking about? 52, 51? How many states are in the U.S.? Shame on me. Do you know? Put a number in your head. I'm going to look it up. How many states in the U.S.? How many states in the U.S.? There are, at last count, 50 states in the District of Columbia. So 50 states, not 51, because that's a district, right? So anyways, let's say 51. Let's go, 2,300 divided by 51. That's approximately 110 children per day per state that goes missing. And yeah, I'm spending all my time on Tuesdays with this one missing child, right? This is who I'm with on Tuesdays. Let me ask you this. Out of 110 children who go missing every day in every state, 2,300 across the United States every day. I could do more. I could do less. I'm doing my best with bringing out Sebastain Rogers every Tuesday and sharing the shocking truth as I see it. 2,300 children a day go missing, which is why I continue to strongly advocate for creating an app that all of us, we the internet, can use to input any and all data into a central source that AI can weed through that data to produce data that needs a higher prioritizing of review and more favorable results and pass over worthless data. You IT people out there, just imagine the positive and good results that such an app could help produce, especially in a country where 2,300 children a day go missing. What is that? Oh, 2,300 a day, 2,300 times 7 a week. 16,000 children a week go missing. Times 4 weeks, an average month, 64,000 children in the United States are going missing every month. And what are we doing about it? Focusing on one child here and there, doing our best, covering these other cases, muddying down the water, diluting the combined pool of shared knowledge that has the right data in it. We need an app times 12. No, wait a minute, I did that wrong. 64,000 times 12. Wow, that's really a lot. 64 times 12. 768,000 children in the United States go missing a year, according to Google AI Labs. You know, we hear about missing children. We hear the ones that rise like cream to the top of the national coverage and the social media coverage and the internet and YouTube and all of that. There's 750,000 children going missing a year. I never thought of it like that. Folks, we need to do something. We do. And again, I'm going to reach out to you IT people out there, those of you who are young enough and smart enough to start putting an app together. What do they call it? An Amber Alert? Call it the Amber app. Man, what a great idea, the Amber app. The AA of missing children. The Amber app. Wow. Folks, that's the shocking truth. As I see it today, when it comes to this case, Sebastain Rogers and an innocent Chris and Katie Proudfoot. So if they are innocent, where is the guilt? Where does the guilt lie? Who is, forget them. Let's say they're proven beyond shadow of a doubt that they're innocent. Let's take all that energy that we're using, apply it to their innocence, and find the truth. Hug those you love, smile to those you make eye contact with, and focus on doing the positive and good things that need to be done. You can be the force that changes the world. Do it for positive and good energy. Nothing can beat it. Have a great day. Wherever you go, whatever you do, like me, do it in your little Subaru getup. No matter how you do it in a Subaru, and make somebody else smile. And for those of you who believe in God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit, I'm doing something new now in my Uber Lyft car when I go out. I hand these out. You know why? Because everybody needs a little Jesus in their life. Bless somebody. with what you do, with what your actions are, with who you are. You'll be amazed at the things you'll do, the things you'll see, and who you'll be. High five and out. Catch me tomorrow between 9 and 10 a.m., at least for now. We'll see you later. SubaruSteve, high five and out. Beautiful resort city of Virginia Beach, Virginia. Always thinking of Sebastain Wayne Drake Rogers. Hey, Ashley, you're looking good. Ashley Breckheimer. I hope you feel as good as you look. Talk to you later.